Good morning, everybody. I haven't posted to YouTube in quite a while. The last time I did post was a 914 that I had been working on that was plagued by rust, and I decided to get rid of it. Because as I stated on the video, I'd rather spend my time in the car than under the car. I finally came up with a nice little 914 that pretty much is a daily driver. Obviously it's 41 years old and there are little things to replace on it, and I'm working on some of those now. There was some weather stripping. I put in one of those fancy new fuse panels with the blade type fuses, make life a lot easier. You know, I haven't done a great deal of stuff to the car, but you know, obviously, like I say, weather stripping and different things like that. If you've looked at the last videos I had, you'll obviously see that this car is definitely in better shape than what I had, and I got it for a steal. I'm very, very happy with the purchase price. The one thing that I did notice, like I said, it's a 41-year-old car. I did notice a few drips of oil at the back of the car, so I lifted it up. You can see it's up on some ramps and cinder blocks in the front because I don't have a hoist. I'm not that lucky. But I noticed some drips and stuff, so I decided that it was probably a flywheel seal. And I decided that I should pull that transmission out and check and see what I could do. Without a hoist, obviously, you know, it's very difficult to do that because that engine, if you can see here, the engine is only supported at the front. So what I did was I jacked everything up a little bit, put a jack stand under the engine, and that allowed me to drop the transmission. So you can see that that's out of there. Ordering the parts, I'm going to go ahead and relube the constant velocity joints at this time. I don't know how long ago they were done. I've got some really fantastic records as far as maintenance on this car. And the car looks like it has been very, very well maintained. It's been in the same family for over 25 years before I purchased it. And like I said, they kept records of everything that pretty much was ever done to the car. So it's in excellent condition. Absolutely no rust on it. Anyway, when I got the transmission out of the car, I noticed that it was dripping oil all over my jack. I looked down at the, you know, that fluid, and I realized that's not engine fluid. That's not a flywheel seal. That's a main seal. So we pulled the clutch. There's a little bit of scoring here, a little bit of scoring on the inside. Like I said, I don't know if the clutch was replaced or when. It is 41 years old. Obviously, we've got a little grease on the clutch, and we're going to replace that. Pulled the transmission out. Found that this little dolly here is very handy for working on the transmissions. We've got it up. We got it kind of pressure washed and everything. And we've got the main seal out of it. I'm waiting for parts to come in so we can press a new main seal in, and we'll replace the throwout bearing and some of the you know, plastic pieces for the swivels for the clutch and different things like that. I do know the transmission's been out before, the engine's been out before, because I can see a little bit of marks on the flywheel bolts. So that tells me it's been out, and it probably has. For, you know, 41 years old, it's probably had a flywheel seal or something at the time. One thing I do notice, probably nobody's ever thought of this, I never did, and you notice these bolts are sticking up and the transmission's vertical and the bolts are not falling out. I was a mechanic in my younger days, VW mechanic. Pulling engines were always a pain in the butt because the bolt would always spin on us on the back side. So you always had to have a wrench inside locked behind the fan shroud and then go underneath and loosen your nuts or, you know, what have you. Made it difficult. This guy, whoever did this before, I guess it's pretty ingenious. He took the same stuff you put around your rear window. You probably, I don't know if you can see it. It's you see some stuff hanging off there. That's butyl rubber tape. We call it B sealing cord or anything. It's the stuff you use around your windows for sealing. And he smeared it on the bolt. Stuck the bolt in, boom, and the bolt stays. What an ingenious idea, and so simple. So anyway, that's what I'm doing on the car now. I've ordered the clutch. I've ordered the pressure plate, you know, all those parts. I've ordered a bunch of little seals and different things for the car. I don't mind doing work like this. Keeps me out of trouble, keeps me occupied. But anyway, that's where we're at. I'm much happier now with this car than I was with the other one. It's got pretty much all the options that I want in it. It is a 73 2.0. I would have liked the Molly wheels, but I'm getting used to these gas burners. I kind of like those too. So, and I need to bring the rear end up a little bit on it. It sits too low. I think the guy put 180 springs in it. You can't tell now, but this thing sits right on the ground, even though it corners like it's on rails. It's kind of hard to get out of the driveway. So, this is where I am with my new project. Any comments or any ideas? You know, any suggestions that you guys have had with your 914s, what to look for, and you know, maybe little options to dress it up a little bit, you know, or cheerfully accepted. And I'll try to keep you up on date as I do my transmission, let you know how it works out. Talk to you later.